Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. I appreciate you guys for tapping in to my breakdown today. As you guys can see from the title, we are breaking down Ricky White, star wide receiver out of UNLV. He stands at 6'1", 190 pounds. His 2023 statistics, 88 receptions, almost 1,500 yards at 1,483 yards, 8 touchdowns, 16.9 yards per catch. This guy, let me tell you right now, the thing that defines this guy is explosive plays. This guy is a big play receiver. He's a big play waiting to happen. He can beat the defense over the top over and over and over and over. You cut on the film, you see big plays over the top. You cut on the film, you see Ricky White running away from defenders. You cut on the film, you see him running fast, beating guys over the top on a post, whether it be a double move, whether it be a fade, whether it be a slant, taking it 30, 40 yards down the field. This guy's a big play receiver. Explosive play guy is one of the first things the first note I put on here. Explosive play guy, long speed, creates a ton of separation downfield. So down the field when he's running his routes, you see him separate from guys. Great feet in zones when open. So I watched a lot of people talk about him. I did some research. I was doing a lot of research on Ricky when I was doing this breakdown, and a lot of people talk about how he has really good feel in zone coverage. I'm gonna show some clips of him doing that. I like that as well. Really good with the ball in his hands. You don't see him a ton of times take like a 5-yard reception and take it to the house. You see him take a post, a fade, a double move to the house, but you know, he does make things happen with the ball in his hands. He's not always going to the end zone, but he's turning it into the 30, 40, 50-yard receptions. We'll see some of those on here. He's not asked to run a ton of routes at UNLV, and that's something that I think if they don't fix it this year, I think that's something that could potentially hurt him in his draft process. But I'm really high on this receiver. I think he's so good. I think he's such a good receiver. I think, you know, the speed that he shows, the big plays that he makes, I mean, it says something about, you know, people take shots every game. I think this dude caught a deep shot at least once a game. And, you know, you don't get to throw a ton of those in a game because after some point, the defense is just going to be like, all right, we're just sitting everybody back. We're just going to stay, keep everything in front of us. For him to be able to catch a deep shot in almost every game that he played in this past season, I think says a lot. Many have said this guy is a day 2 guy in the draft. I think he could potentially slip into that first round, depending on how he plays this year. Obviously, 1,400 yards, 88 receptions, 8 touchdowns is really good, but you know, I think they're judging the competition in the Mountain West. They don't think it's very good competition. They think there's better competition at the Power 4. You look at a player like Luther Burden, who only had like 200 less yards than him playing in the SEC. I think that's some of the things that the scouts look at. Either way, Ricky White, a great receiver, a dog, big time playmaker. So we're going to be looking at some of his best plays from the season. We're going to be breaking down some of his all 22 film. Got a full all 22 film cut up for you guys today. So make sure you guys hit the like, make sure you guys subscribe down below. Make sure you guys leave me a comment of what you guys think of Ricky White and what you guys think of his game. And we will get straight into the breakdown. Okay, we got Mr. Ricky White down here at the bottom of your screen. He's going to run a double move here. One thing I really did like about this and something I wanted to point out is a lot of times with double moves, even though this looks to be a cover 3, this definitely is cover 3, they're bailing. Sometimes when the defensive back is closer to you, it can create a little bit of difficulty in hitting some of those double moves. I like how he didn't run full speed to try to run past the guy. You're keeping him right where you want him so that when you hit that break, you can lose him. Hit the double move, make him lost, and, you know, get the ball over the top. 78-yard touchdown against Air Force. Really big time play, showing that big playability once again. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I love the break. Didn't hit it too fast. Sometimes players can, you know, maybe lean out and then they just do that and go. Fully commit to it. Fully take like a step and a half to that outbreak to show them that you want to get out there and then break it over the top. And quarterback puts a really, really good ball on it. Really good ball. Great play. Great play from Ricky White to start this cut up. Really good job. Got the end zone view on here. Taking it over the top. We can kind of see the route out here. If you watch the route, watch the break. Really good right there. Really good body posture. Not giving it away with any of his body posture. I like the way how I just like this. I really like this. I like this break. Get the DB switched around and take it to the top. Once again, really good ball from the quarterback. And then let the speed eat. Get in the end zone. Really good job. Here we go. I believe Ricky White's right here. He's going to run this over. And he's going to take it to the house. Once again, showing that explosive playability. This guy is a big play waiting to happen. Now, this is one example where he took a fairly shorter route. Kind of looks like not even a mesh, but it looks like they're trying to run over flood concept. Looks like he's trying to run like a sail corner right here, ghost flat over, and then a deep over the top, or maybe even a post over the top. Either way, get it to Ricky White and get in the end zone. Really, really good job. Big play guy. Once again, like I said, big play guy. Watching him coming over to the over, get the ball in his hands, make a little short move, defensive back slipped, and take it to the end zone. Really, really good job. One thing I will say about Ricky White, something that I don't see on his tape a lot, which I know why people are probably calling him a day 2 pick, is not that he can't do it. Something I don't see him do a ton is beat tight man coverage. Obviously, 1,400 receiving yards, he has to beat some man coverage in there, but I don't see it a lot. I don't see him beat a lot of tight man coverage, and I think that's probably something that the scouts are looking at as to judging if he can or cannot do it. I'm going to go back to the beginning of this play. This was the first 2 plays of this game against Nevada. This is the biggest example of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, let me say this. Offensive coordinators usually script the first 10 to 20 plays of any game. Always are going to be on a script. You're always going to be, this is what we got, this is what we got, this is what we got. They're scripted. That's what you go through usually on your Thursday or Friday practices, however teams do it. That's the plays that you're going through. You're going through that first 10 to 15 to 20 script of plays that the offensive coordinator liked, of plays that you guys ran really well in practice, of plays that you guys have schemed up based on the defenses that you think they're going to run to start the game. That is what those plays are for. Watch UNLV run these first 2 plays. It's the exact same play. They're going to run a flood concept, a naked flood with a ghost flat, deep over, flood, and then a more out. It's not even a more because he's going inside, but just a fade route by your outside guy might be a more. He might need a more. You know, that defensive back's got eyes. Either way, Ricky White's going to catch it and get out of bounds around like 15 yards. Easy completion to start the game. Quarterback's got pressure in his face. Really good ball from him. But naked rollout to start the game. Easy. Now you've once again, so you were on the right hash. That's why this play works, because you're on the right hash and you're working towards the left. So you've got a lot of space. Now you're on the left hash. And what are they going to run? Here, we're going to watch the end zone view. We're not even going to watch the end zone view. Here you go. The next play. This is the next play. I didn't even cut it up so that you guys could see. 13 minutes left in the game. I think Nevada must have went 3 and out or something, but not a lot of time has gone off the clock. This is the second offensive play for UNLV. Watch Ricky White. They're going to run the naked flood, goes flat, over, flood, more out, more fade, and Ricky White's going to take it to the crib. Really good block from his receiver on the more fade, but Ricky White does the rest. Really, really good job. One, I think this speaks to the offensive coordinator of UNLV. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't know if they had scripted both of the, to run it back to back to start the game, but for some reason, he really liked the play. He really liked that they were able to get 15 yards to start the game. Well, let's just run it back the other way. First down, they're probably going to run the same coverage. Let's see if they adjust. Let's see if they think. I think the biggest thing for this of the offensive coordinator is let's see if he thinks we'll run it again. Let's see if he even thinks that we'll run it again. Well, we will. Ricky White to the crib. Really, really good job. Really, really good job. And good route from Ricky White, of course. Really good route. Good break at the top. Made that defensive back fall. Let's go back to the end zone view one more time. Made that defensive back fall. I don't think he fell necessarily because of Ricky White's route, but really good route. Really good. I mean, just watch him take it to the crib. I mean, it's the after the catch that I think he's pretty good at. He's got really, really good speed, downfield speed, like I said, long speed, and he lives. I mean, he makes plays. Here we go. I think he's at the top running the fade. Quarterback's gonna put the ball up, catching it over the top, making a guy miss, getting in the end zone. Just a big play waiting to happen. Once again against Nevada. I think he might have had close to 200 receiving yards during this game, but really, really good job right there. Fade over the top. Save space for the throw. Didn't really save a ton of space for the throw, but he had separation downfield, so didn't really need it. Let's watch the route once again. Down here. Off coverage. Quarterback or defensive backs trying to catch him. I don't know why you do that against a fast receiver like Ricky White. You don't really get very physical at the break point. He runs right past you and is off to the races. And you're most likely not going to catch him. Really, really good job. Great job from Ricky White. Here we go. This is kind of just a deep over, maybe a post. Nobody's really covering him. I think this was to start the game against New Mexico, and they had got a really, really good kick return to start the game. Easy touchdown to start the game. Easy touchdown. Kind of grainy film for this all-22 to start the game, but easy touchdown. Really good catch, really good ball. Nothing crazy right there. Here we go. Over the top on the post. This might be a post. Yeah. So this is like a take route post. With a post like this, you're really trying to open up the window for the over, which I think they really had. You're really trying to open up him right here, but you send the take route over the top to take the over top coverage out of there. He ends up winning. Quarterback liked it. Put the ball up there. Ricky Wright went and made a catch. It's kind of hard to see. Once again, this New Mexico film is kind of grainy. Went up and made the 50-50 catch. You can kind of see it much better in the end zone view. Quarterback's got pressure. I think this quarterback's not a bad player. He can run and he can throw pretty well as well. So I'm interested to see how this quarterback does this year as well. But 50-50 catch, go up and make the play. Something Ricky White does a few times on this cut up. Go up and make the play. Catch the ball at his highest point. Really, really good job. Really, really good job. Here we go. Got Ricky White right here. Once again, he's going to hit the post against New Mexico. Another really, really good game he had against New Mexico. Over the top. Really, really good job. Really, really good job. Watch the post. Defensive back is playing a little too flat-footed for my liking, especially against a receiver like Ricky White where he's got speed. You got to respect that speed, and I think that's something that's going to appeal to the scouts a lot is his downfield speed. Running past receivers, running past defensive backs, getting over the top, making plays for the touchdown. Really, really good job. We got an end zone view here just of the throw. The catch over the top. Touchdown. Really, really good job. I mean, I feel like that's something that we see more and more with this guy is just like him running away from people. Now, let me tell you, I don't know if you would call this, I mean, this is definitely clutch gene. One for the quarterback, really good throw for the quarterback, but really good catch and run for him. I didn't put the clock on here. There's 20 seconds left in the game right here. They're going to call a fade route to Ricky White down here. Right here, 37-37 ball game. I can't remember who they're playing. Vanderbilt. I think they were playing Vanderbilt. 37-37 ball game coming down to the wire. I think Vanderbilt actually had just had the ball down here in their territory and either didn't score or something got overturned. Either way, 20 seconds left in the game. UNLV's got the ball. They need to get in the field goal position. They only have 20 seconds. What do? As you can see, Vanderbilt here looks like they're running a cover 3, one high third, a third, one high safety, leaning towards that 3 receiver side, which really leaves Ricky White one-on-one. As long as I can beat you over the top. The quarterback really had to trust his receiver here, really had to trust Ricky White, because when he threw the ball, he's throwing the ball right here. Ricky White's not even past the defensive back yet. He trusts Ricky White. He trusts his receiver. Ricky White knows and believes in himself as a receiver, gets them down inside the 20-yard line with the game on the line. And they ended up winning this game. I believe, 40-37. I mean, what a play right there with the game on the line. I mean, that is somebody you can depend on at the receiver position. That is one of the reasons why I really like Ricky White. Really, really like this guy. Great play. Great ball from this quarterback. Great to win over the top and get your team in their field goal position. Really, really good job. Here we go. Going to run the fake bubble here. Fake the bubble right here. Ricky Wright is going to fake block and get over the top. Nothing really extravagant here from a routes perspective, but, you know, he's winning. He's winning for sure and getting lots of yards after the catch. Nothing crazy. But once again, this goes back to what I said about the explosive plays. This is just another explosive play that he had. As you guys can see, we're like 7-8 plays into this cut up, and it's only been just explosive plays from Ricky White. Explosive plays over the top. I don't think we've seen a catch under 30 yards on this cut up so far yet. I mean, he's an explosive player. Here we go right here. Him beating. I think this is one of the first cut ups we've really seen him beat some, you know, tight man coverage. Not, like I said, I don't think he's inept at beating man coverage. It's just not something that I've seen a lot on his cut up. And I watched almost every game of him in the all-22, watched all of his routes. It's just not something that he was tasked to do a lot last year, is beat tight man coverage. Maybe that's because people respected him so much that they weren't willing to pay man. That's respect to him. But in terms of a scout's perspective of guys who are evaluating his talent, they want to see him beat man coverage because that's something that you're going to see and have to beat when the game is on the line at any time in the NFL, which he definitely is an NFL receiver. But really good play, really good catch, catching it over the top right here, and then making things shake after the catch. One, making a guy miss right after the ball with the ball in your hands. Really good with the ball in his hands. Like I said, making a guy miss, and then the speed. the speed, and the explosiveness. Once again, another long play. Would have loved to see him finish that in the end zone. Not let that guy walk you down. Would have honestly loved to see one of these other players be locked in and go get a block. Either way, he got down to the 1 yard line. Really, really good play right there. Here you go. You see him coming over the top. Like that little push off right there with the little stair step kind of. Try to give him a little stair step. I do like that. Little bit of separation. Get the ball in your hands. Make a guy miss right after catching the ball. This is not an easy thing to do because you're looking at the ball and then you turn your head around and there's somebody right there. You got to make a move quick. That's agility. That's flexibility in the ankles and the knees. All of that. And then take off with the speed. Take off with the speed. Really, really good job. Really good job. Almost a touchdown. Here we go. I believe this is against Wyoming. Once again, another big play down the field on the post, trying to get in the end zone, making guys miss, and once again making another guy miss. Really good. We'll get a really good look at this in the end zone view, but really, really good play. Really good release right here. Nothing crazy from this release, but the guy didn't really move, but he already had inside leverage. He knew he wanted to take inside leverage, so take a step to the outside, get in the inside. And one thing I wanted to point out was the top of this route, the break. I really like the break. Watch this. So he's already got inside leverage. You know where you want to go if you're Ricky White. You know where you want to end up. So keep him on your inside shoulder, lean, and kind of push him off right there. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. Create separation. Really, really good job. Trying to get walled by that linebacker as well. Really good for him. That probably is what led that defensive back to fall. The linebacker pushed him. Ricky White had nothing to do but leaned and then leaned back inside. Either way, however he got to it, it looked really good. And then after the catch, he's making things happen. After the catch, he's making things happen. Good ball from the quarterback. His quarterback is putting the ball on the money. I will say that. And then him making things happen. Spin move. He's probably exhausted at this point. Down inside the 10. Really, really good job. Really, really good job. Another double move. Quarterback is under pressure once again. Not really a lot of pressure. Clean pocket for the most part. Getting the ball downfield. Off coverage for Ricky White. Going to hit that out. Not really leaning towards it a ton, but giving enough to where that defensive back has to respect it. Getting over the top and making the 50-50 catch. Go up and make the play. Go up and make the play. Don't wait for the ball to come to you. Go get the ball. Great job. Great job. Great freaking job. Head top. Appreciate you. Thank you. Great job. Flex. Yes. There we go. Here we go down here on the slant. Now this is another explosive play. It's not a touchdown, but taking a slant down the middle, you get to see some of his burst, some of his speed, making the catch, splitting those defenders, getting upfield. Guys selling out to make the tackle. He's getting to midfield though. Really, really good job. Really good job. Really, really good job. Good concentration on that catch. You got some defenders around you. Concentrate on the ball. Don't concentrate on the white/yellow jerseys and get upfield. Really good job. Here we go. I believe he's up here on that seam route, making the catch. Another explosive. Another explosive. Making the catch. Another explosive. Quarterback's under a little bit of pressure. Got a defender falling at your feet. Really good catch. Great job on that. What looks to be a switch release seam/corner curl. Seam, corner curl right here from this other receiver. Good catch. Back shoulder catch. Nothing crazy right there. But once again, like I said, no man coverage. I don't think we've seen a lot of man coverage in this cut up so far, which is something that, I know scouts want to see. Here we go. He's down here at the bottom of your screen. Looks like off man. Oh, no, he's not down. He's at the bottom of the screen. So here, he's man coverage. Fade route, back shoulder fade from his quarterback. 1. Foot down. That's good in college. Not good in the NFL. Good in college right now. He might have got 2 down, though. He might have got that other foot down after. Either way, that's a good catch. Really good back shoulder throw from his quarterback. Go up and get it. This is a lovely picture. Hands catch, eyes on the ball, catching it at its highest point, and then pulling it away. Pull it away. Pull it away. Pull it away. This is great technique all around. Coach Marion, Brandon Marion, the former receivers coach at UNLV, now the quarterbacks and offensive coordinator at UNLV, did a great job coaching up these receivers. I didn't break down, obviously I'm only breaking down Ricky White, but obviously I was watching all 22, getting these cut-ups. You can tell those receivers are coached really well. You can tell they're really coached really well. They do things the right way. They have good technique. Just some of the intricacies within their routes, you can tell they're coached the right way. I love to see that. Really good catch here from Ricky White. Good technique, good hands catch, shooting the noose, highest point, pulling it away from the defender, all of that. Easy touchdown once again right here on the seam. You got that out from his outside receiver, seam down the seam in what looks like cover 3 from the defense from Fresno. Either way, nobody's on him. Touchdown. Really good scheme right there. Really good schemed up play. Get over that second level. Quarterback gives you the ball. Touchdown. There we go. Okay, I think this is where we're going to see some of the... No, one more play. Man, once again, really good with the ball in his hands. Here we go on the slant. Looks like they're running a cloud coverage here. Maybe even kind of looks like a Tampa 2 coverage. Kind of looks like they're just getting to it differently. So instead of backing up a linebacker to get to that Tampa zone, it looks like they put another linebacker in here. Kind of looks like Montana's 3-3-5 defense. This is definitely what it looks like. It looks like 3-3-5 defense. So he's your hook player. He's your deep hook. These are your half field corners, safeties. These are your flat safety corners, flat corner. And then that's where you get the Tampa 2 look. But either way, on the slant, really good catch, really good showing his catch radius right there on that catch, and then making a guy miss with the ball in your hands and getting good yardage. Really like those subtle juke moves right there where it's not too crazy, but I mean, those are the most subtle, but they look the worst. Don't guess. Good job. Really good job. Here we go. Okay, so here is going to be the zone cut up. Here's where we're going to see some of the cut ups of him winning in zone coverage, him finding the zone, him not overrunning the zone and being open. He's running this over route right here. He could have kept running. It looks like, I don't know who they're playing. Air Force is in a cover 3. So one high, leaning towards the passing strength once again with this safety down here, with this safety up here. One high, he's bailing in a third, but he doesn't really feel threatened, so he's not bailing so much yet. This corner obviously doesn't have anybody threatening him. So, but watch how Ricky White is running real hard, but he doesn't overrun the window. When he feels he's open, he slows down. That is something some of those people that some of the people were talking about when I did the research is they felt like he's good in zone coverage, and I would concur with that after watching his film. He's very good and feeling the zone, feeling when you're open, knowing when you're open, not to overrun the zone. Really good job right there. You got to get a better picture out of it right here. He sees it, he feels it, and he might have even made contact with his quarterback. They both know I'm here, I'm there, I'm slowing down right here, I'm open, give me the ball. Another good throw under pressure from his quarterback. Really, really good job. I might need to do a little more research into that quarterback. Here we go. Another over route. He's in the zone. Another over route. Goes flat from the tight end. Looks like a corner route out here, and then he's on the over. Don't overrun it. My coach used to always say, don't run to be covered. Don't run to be covered. You're open right now. Stop right there. Once again, quarterback under pressure, putting a great ball on it. Oh my gosh. Really good job right there. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. Here we go. Good job right there from Ricky White though. Once again, you get a feel. You see that you see that linebacker might have felt him coming, and he's like, let me get out of there to try to cut him off. Well, you're going to try to cut me off. I'm just going to stop in the zone where you vacated. Thank you. Quarterback recognizes it. And this is one of the biggest things about this is like, his quarterback and him have great relationship, because some quarterbacks might think you're going to keep going and just throw that. But this shows that they're on the same page. They understand where they need to be. Like, this is kind of like that Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce relationship where it's like, you're open. I see you open. I'm giving you eyes. You give me eyes. Stop right there. I see you. That's where the window is. Really, really good job. Really, really good job right there. So in part, it's Ricky White understanding where the zones are, but also in part, it's his quarterback understanding how Ricky White is as a receiver, but also understanding just where he's going to be open at. Once again, right here, this really looks like a curl to me. A curl, they have a curl and then a wheel, a stop, a wheel out, like a wheel stop or a wheel out. I don't know if he was supposed to shuffle out on this or just stop and sit in this zone, but I do like how he kind of shuffled out where the ball was going to be. Maybe that's just where his quarterback put the ball at, because he didn't have a clear zone. Didn't want to put it right in the catching zone of this linebacker, so he kind of put it on the outside. Either way, just another good feeling when you're in that sweet spot in the zone and sitting there, not overrunning it at all, making the catch. Here we go once again. Don't really got a good look at it, but really good job right there. Really, really good job right there. I think we're going to have a deep in route right here on like a dagger concept. So the deep in, don't overrun the zone. You see that backer there. Do not overrun the zone. You see that backer there. This is that first window you want to hit anyway. You really want to hit these dagger routes right here on the hashes. I want to catch it right outside the hashes. That is exactly where he caught it. Obviously, most times you really want to catch it on the run, but I really like the way Ricky White did not overrun the zone. You see it right there. Most people probably would have kept running. If I can get this ball, I can catch it and catch it on the run. No, we've got a first down right here. I've got a really big play right here. Let me catch it. Now, I don't like how he ran backwards. I like everything else about this though. find the zone, sit in it, get open for your quarterback, be quarterback friendly. Really, really good job. Sitting in the zone, make a couple guys miss. Oh, trying to run away from that inside. Either way, good job right there. Really, really good job right there. Here we go. Scramble move right here. So he's at number 3. Another thing a reason why Ricky White might not see as much man coverage is because he does run in the slot a lot. They put him at X, they put him at Z, they play him all over the place, which I think shows some of his versatility and will lend itself to NFL scouts seeing that he can play all over the place. But I think that hurts him a little bit because he's not seeing as much man coverage. Now, I don't think teams are playing a bunch of man coverage against him in general. He's not even at number 3. He's number 1 right here. My mistake. He's number 1 right here. But what I was saying is he's not seeing a lot of man coverage. I don't think a lot of teams play a ton of man coverage against them, but he's not seeing a ton of man coverage. Either way, he's going to get the catch. They ran this sort of dagger concept. You got the seam by number 3. You got the pivot by number 2 trying to hold that linebacker. You really meant for Ricky White to come in behind him. The quarterback ends up scrambling. This is exactly how you want this concept to work out. The quarterback probably would have gotten the ball right there. He might have kept running, and who knows, maybe hit his head on the goalpost. Either way, he's going to have to scramble away, get away from that defensive back, and make the catch. Really, really good job. Really, really good job. See the quarterback, scramble, get to the sidelines, and quarterback puts the ball on him. Really good ball from the quarterback on the run, under pressure. I mean, this quarterback is very impressive. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. His downfield throws are on the money. His under pressure throws are on the money. This scrambling throw on the freaking money. Like, I'm very impressed with this quarterback. Here we go again. Ricky White, I think he's in the slot running this sail route. What looks to me sail or maybe even a flood, but I like the stem at the beginning and I like the break at the top. Break down, separate, make the catch. Really, really good job. Great job. You get to see the break. No wasted movement in this break right here. I really like this. No wasted movement. Head and eyes around and make the catch. First down. Really, excuse me. Really, really good job. I think we got Ricky White at the bottom here. Back shoulder catch. Nothing crazy right there. Quarterback sees him. They feel it. Back shoulder catch. Really, really good job. Great job. And I think that's something that you see more than anything when you watch Ricky White's film. Not only that, like, he's a really good receiver, downfield threat, explosive playmaker, but I think you see the chemistry between him and his quarterback. They have a great chemistry. They're able to work together really, really well, and it works out for them. Really, really good catch. Not so much in traffic, but having to go up and make this catch right here, not an easy catch. This is going to be our last clip right here, but really, really good catch. Making the catch. Once again, quarterback under pressure, putting the ball on the money. I mean, can we take a second and appreciate this damn quarterback right here? This guy is delivering under pressure over and over. Pressure in his face. You know how many quarterbacks would have either airmailed this or put this in the dirt? This guy is under pressure, floating it up there. There's 4 defenders around his receiver, and he puts it where only his receiver is going to catch it or nobody's going to catch it. And his receiver comes down with the ball. That's not only trust in your receiver, but really, really good ball placement under pressure. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Guy in his face, take the hit. I don't care. Ricky, make me right. There we go. There we go. That is going to conclude my Ricky White breakdown. Like I said, I really think this guy is very, very talented. A lot of people say he's a day 2 pick. I think he could potentially slip into that day 1. I think people need to see him win in man coverage more often. Like I said, you guys can go back and watch the cut up. I didn't see a lot of man coverage in there. Not that he can't beat man coverage, but that's something that you need to do in the NFL. So that's what they want to see, win against man coverage. Doesn't take away the fact that he's a phenomenal receiver, phenomenal downfield threat, explosive playmaker, really, really good guy. Make sure you guys leave me a comment. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys like the video. Let me know anybody else you guys would like to see me break down. I appreciate you guys for tapping into the channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys subscribe. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you.